Hey guys, we got another World War III update here. This time out of North Korea. Once again, North Korea tested another missile this past weekend. They're stating that, these recent missile tests, these recent successes that they have been achieving, have met all the technical requirements for mass production. They indicate that have made advances to the point of they're able to hit the United States, they say. And now Kim Jong-un, after seeing the successful launch, has stated that mass production begin immediately on these missiles in North Korea. And as we know, guys, North Korea's been told by countless nations, including China, it's basically lone major ally, other than maybe Russia, to stop their nuclear ambitions, stop the missile programs. And North Korea has defiantly said, no, we're going to keep on doing it. This is a defense against the United States aggression in the area. Kim Jong Un, he's using this as a staple to keep power. Prior to this, he's had to do extreme things, assassinate family members, execute top generals to consolidate power. So he's not going to stop. As a result, to these missile tests, North Korea published 58 photos that were taken from the missile showing the Earth, with at least 5 images believed to have been taken when the missile actually entered the atmosphere of the Earth. So this is just, the experts have been saying that North Korea, their missile program is far more efficient and believable now than we actually, thought it was. A lot of this rhetoric that we hear from North Korea, you take it with a grain of salt, and them saying that they can hit the United States, they've been saying that for a while, and now we're starting to believe, okay, we still don't think they can hit mainland United States yet, but we're taking their threats a little bit more seriously after these, the last 2 successful missile tests, and now that Kim Jong-un wants to mass produce this, the South Korean president came out and stated basically, this dashes any hope of peace. These 2 missile tests that they did, this liberal president who wanted to come in, he wanted to deal with North Korea peacefully. He's saying that peace is basically out the window at this point. We can't get either side to sit down at the table because both of them, in each other's eyes, want ridiculous, claims. They want ridiculous things to happen to bring each other to the table. It's not going to happen. And so this very liberal president, this president who, apparently wanted to handle North Korea in a peaceful manner, is now stating that, peace is basically out of the window, which makes you think, okay, so something's going to happen at some point. Something's going to pop off. And it also makes you wonder, President Moon of South Korea, he ran on this, peaceful solution to North Korea, this whole campaign where he wanted to bring North Korea to the table. And now suddenly, so suddenly, he's turning to more of a warmonger's rhetoric. And it makes you wonder, is he a part of this globalist agenda push for World War III? Is he another pawn in the, globalist little chessboard? And right now we have Trump doing his little global tour there, now in Israel. He was just in Saudi Arabia, which is funny because the U.S. kind of just got sucked in this whole Saudi Arabia-Iran little spat, which we've been a part of for a while now. But, Saudi Arabia apparently wants to get a hold of nuclear weapons. So, there's just a whole nother thing that we can discuss. The globalist agenda push for World War III. But basically, guys, World War III, it could pop off at any moment. It can pop off in the Middle East. It can pop off in North Korea. So what we know with North Korea is, South Korea with President Moon, Prime Minister Abe in Japan, they're done playing around. They've upped their war rhetoric. The U.S. has backed off on their war rhetoric a little bit. We know McMaster, Rex Tillerson, Nikki Haley, they've been pushing this military option. The globalist agenda, their push for World War III is in full effect here. And I really expect us to see some type of false flag event, some type of, first strike to make it seem like North Korea is the bad guy here, which I'm not saying they're not, they're not, but the globalists are going to push World War III. As always, guys, as updates come in, we'll cover them. We'll let you guys know what's going on. All right, so make sure you guys, keep on checking back. Make sure you hit that sub button, because we're always trying to keep our eyes peeled. We're always praying, and we're always trying to get you guys the updates you need.